What's up, guys? I'm sitting in the airport in Athens, Greece, where I live, getting ready to fly to Mumbai, India for a yoga teacher training at the Govardhan Ecovillage in Maharashtra, India, about 3 hours north of Mumbai. I went to the level 1 200-hour teacher training at this same place last year, and it was a life-changing experience, like so eye-opening in so many ways. And I know a lot of my friends and family are very curious about the experience, so I wanted to document it and be able to share it with them and with you. This place itself is amazing. It's at the base of the mountains, so it's this lush green jungle. There's no cars. It's completely off-grid, like running on solar power. They grow all their own food and prepare it on site. It's all Ayurvedic, right? So it's like extremely clean and healthy. And then the experience itself is super intensive. It's like 12 hours a day. So there's like several hours a day of yoga and meditation, lectures on the Bhagavad Gita and the Yoga Sutras and all of the spiritual philosophy of yoga. This one, from what I can tell so far, is going to be very intensive in the chakras, which is a big interest of mine, so I'm excited for that. There's a big Krishna consciousness temple on site. I'm not particularly religious, but it is a really cool experience to see all of that. And then just to be able to go hiking and connect with nature. Like, it's a really cool experience. I'm excited to share it with you guys. Going last year was really, really healing. It was a really intense experience that was way outside my comfort zone. I'd never done anything like that before. But when we put ourselves in those new experiences, we reveal new parts of ourselves, and a lot of that came up for me. I'll talk more about that throughout the course of these videos. But yeah, I'm excited to take you guys along for the journey. I almost missed the flight because I was busy recording videos and not paying attention, but I made it. I'm one of the last people, but we're off to a good start. I just made it to, I don't know where I am actually, the Sharjah airport, Abu Dhabi maybe, I don't know, but this airport is chaos. It's crazy. I've got about a 3-hour layover until my flight to Mumbai, and then if I remember correctly, it's like a 2.5 hour drive from there up into the mountains to the Eco Village. Getting tired, it's getting late for me, but it occurred to me on that last flight that I should probably introduce myself in case you don't know who I am. My name is Colin Diamond. I'm a holistic healer, yoga meditation teacher, life coach. I tried to blend a lot of Western strength conditioning and physical therapy principles with Eastern practices like yoga, meditation, Tai Chi to offer holistic health. I've worked with hundreds of Olympians and professional athletes from basically every major sport. I was the main medical provider at the Olympic Training Center in San Diego, California, working for USA Track and Field. I also spent 2 years working for the Los Angeles Lakers organization, was with them when they won their 2020 NBA championship. I've also worked for the University of Michigan, Mississippi State University. I'm currently based in Athens, Greece, where I've been for the past 2 years. I work with a few professional athletes here, and I do virtual appointments with people from all over the world. In those appointments, we do injury rehab and prevention, movement coaching, a lot of life coaching, and just conversation to work through self-limiting beliefs, emotional stuff. And it's like a one-stop shop in helping you to take better care of yourself, build a better connection to your body, work through pain. And so if you're interested in that, feel free to check out the information down below. But I also have 2 other big projects that I'm working on. One is I'm in the process of buying land in the Dominican Republic, where I will start my own healing center, yoga meditation studio, retreat center, and big permaculture farm. I also co-founded a nonprofit in Chicago called the Live Happy Project, where we teach yoga, meditation, other holistic wellness practices to underserved BIPOC high school and college students. We also take them on cultural events and domestic and international wellness retreats to help them broaden their perspective of the world and their place in it and become the best version of themselves. So that's what this journey is about. Going to learn how they made this eco-village sustainable and off-grid so that I can take that wisdom and use it to create my own sanctuary of healing. To learn the holistic wellness practices, the physical poses, the breathing techniques, the ways of healing our emotions and our inner child and our chakras, the spiritual philosophy that underpins all of it, so that I can give it back to the world, to my community, to the communities that need it most. So I hope you'll join me on this journey as we go. In the meantime, I'm about to read and wait for this next flight. I'm finally in India. You can see I've taken off my jacket because it's super warm here. It's like being in a tropical jungle. I've already started to sweat. I love it. It's probably like 80 degrees and super humid, which feels really good because Greece was starting to get cold. And after spending 18 years growing up in Michigan and dealing with those winters, I have no desire to do it again. So give me all of the heat. I love it. I'm still at the airport. I'm waiting on one other student, this woman from Ukraine. We've texted a little bit, but we've never met. She seems cool. But we're gonna share a ride up to the Eco-Village. So she should be here any minute, which is good because I am ready to get there and shower and sleep. I didn't sleep at all on the travel. It's probably been like 15 hours since I left my apartment, so a pretty long travel day. It is 5 a.m. here, so by the time we get there, it's gonna be like 8 a.m. Gonna be sleeping in the middle of the day, but I need it. All in all, the travel has been super smooth. People talk about India being like super crazy, and that's not been my experience at all. I did have to fill out a visa before I came. Did that a couple weeks ago. Super easy, cost maybe like 25 bucks. And then I got through immigration, baggage claim, customs, all of that in under 15 minutes. So couldn't have been any easier. It's been a really smooth day. One thing I am like nervous about though is this drive, because last time I was here, driving in India was insane. I am not driving, fortunately. I've driven in the heart of Rome, in the mountains of Italy. I've driven in the chaos of Greece and gridlock of LA. I will not drive in India. It is crazy here. I'll try to get some video, but I might just be holding on for dear life in the back seat. We'll find out. So I think you could tell from the videos how crazy the driving is. Just how there's no lanes and people weaving in and out all over the place. The videos kind of capture it, but it's way worse in person. And it was 3 hours of that. But I think that highlights one of the big benefits of travel, which is to experience a completely different way of life and different culture. And it's not to say that one way of driving is better or worse than the other, but it is just completely different. I don't see how I would ever be able to drive a car here, but there is like a rhythm to it, and everybody does seem to get where they're going. There's no accidents, so it's just a cultural difference. But we did make it to the ashram. I'm just waiting on the room to be ready so that I can go in and sleep. But it's really nice to be back. I mean, look at how beautiful this place is. The energy is already really, really nice. I'm finally in the room, which means it's nap time. I've also decided that I'm going to fast the first 36, maybe 48 hours that I'm here. I'll talk more about that in the next video, and I'll give you a tour of this beautiful place. See you in the next one.